Oh, I know.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh, you got the other case? Oh, good. Yes. Awesome. Okay, good. I like it. Thank you. I thought you were giving me back the whole
I
thing.
did too. I'm like, well, that didn't last long.
Give me 2 meetings. Yeah, good job.
Here's my bad.
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
Start with the iPad.
Yeah.
My keys.
I was just gonna leave, so we couldn't keep going. Mayor, we're ready when you are.
Okay.
Kids might, little kids
Good
might
evening.
want that to get them involved.
Welcome to the May 8th Board of Aldermen meeting. I now call this meeting to order. I would ask everyone to stand for the pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Ask the city clerk to call the roll for attendance.
Alderman Allen.
Here.
Alderman Even.
Here.
Alderman Francisco.
Here.
Alderman Hughes.
Here.
Alderman Kinsella.
Here.
Alderman Perot.
Here.
Alderman Schwer.
Here.
And Alderman Weezahan.
Here.
Mayor Reem is presiding, and we do have a quorum.
Thank you very much. Before I get to the minutes, just a couple things, very quick. We had the National Day of Prayer on the grounds of City Hall here the other day, last week, I think it was Thursday. But it was a wonderful experience, and we're happy to host that. I look forward to the police, fire, first responder prayer breakfast tomorrow morning out of St. Charles Convention Center. That's I've been privileged to go to that a couple of times, and it's a moving experience, especially when they basically go through the roll call of the people who, in the service of their various communities, have given their life. It's a pretty moving experience. You go back to the years, it's a lot of people who have sacrificed their life for the sake of their community. Finally, I'm going to have Ashley reach out to the members of the board. By city code, we have to have a board retreat. And so I think we plan to try to do that in June. So I will have some mayor reach out to everyone to see what dates work for them in June. Well, most probably be on a Wednesday. Wednesday it's about a half day thing. That's all I have. Let's talk about the minutes from the April 24th meeting. I seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment on the minutes? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? It's carried unanimously. Has anyone from the citizens asked to speak?
No, sir.
Thank you. And there are no public hearings. Appointment wise, I'm happy to state that former Alderman Pam Holman from Ward 1 to the Public Works Commission. She actually did a wonderful job there, and is happy to sign up to be on the commission. So I'm very excited about having her be on the commission. Good. You should, it should be a huge help. And right now, I recognize the board's opportunity to provide any reports that they would want to do. Alderman Perot.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Planning and Zoning Commission will meet Wednesday the 17th at 7 p.m. here at City Hall.
Thank you. Thank you. Alderman Francisco.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a couple of events coming up worth mentioning. This Saturday, May 13th, there's Hawty in the Park. That's PAWTY. It's hosted by the Town and Country and Continental Chamber of Commerce, so it's going to be at Town Square, so we're going to bring pets, dogs, and out from 11 to 3. And then our next concert series is May 19th from 6 to 9, also at Town Square. We've got 4 food and beverage vendors lined up that night. Food trucks. We'll have Doughboys Wood Fire Pizza, Pappy's Roll and Smoke. These are great names, by the way. Steampunk Brewery and Embrace the Great. That's a great name. And then our band is Whiskey Tomorrow. And then the next Parks and Trails meeting is next Monday, May 15th at Longview at 6:30. And finally, our Parks and Trails Department is hiring a parks maintenance technician. So if anyone has a person in mind, please contact our parks director.
Thank you. Yeah, hopefully we get another good turnout for the concerts. That's what really quite enjoyed. It's a wonderful way to spend the evening. I believe the city administrator does have a report.
Thank you, Mayor and members of the board. The first item I have, we've received some complaints about the condition at the corner of Clayton and Ballas. Some of you may recall the Missouri American Water has been storing equipment, staging there. It all started with the Ballas water main replacement. Actually, the city reached out and said, hey, could we store it here to keep it out of the right of way? Then they moved on to Clayton Road, and we know how long that project took. And they were also staging there. Now they've got a project that it looks like they're getting close or somewhere near completion, Michael, over on Warson. It's closed down in front of Old Warson Country Club. So we are going to reach out to them. It is in kind of a disarray. So we're going to reach out to the water company. Michael's going to contact them about getting it cleaned up and find out when they're going to be out of there. So we do appreciate that people are concerned. It does look unsightly. The only other item I have is that this week is Missouri Local Government Week. So I would like to take this opportunity to publicly thank all of our fantastic staff. I think all of you are aware of the tremendous job that our staff does to keep this a premier community. We appreciate it. Thanks to our partners at WCDC and Central County Dispatch, and of course, West County Fire and EMS, who also provide tremendous service. Our many volunteers who serve on our boards and commissions. Our local government would not be successful without them. And finally, to you all, I think often it goes unnoticed, the work and the effort that you all put in, and I know the staff appreciates it. Hopefully the residents appreciate it, but we certainly recognize that you all put in the time, and it's well-deserved because our local government would not be what it is without all of you. So thanks to all of those participants.
I would second that. We have an outstanding city staff. City manager and everybody who works here. There's a lot of joys in my role, and one of the greatest is getting to know the city staff, along with our police department. It's been a great honor. And also, thanks to the people who serve on the commissions. They are strictly volunteers. Most of the time, I think it's fairly uneventful. There are times when they take unbridled abuse, and I appreciate them willing to hang in there in tough times. And I find thanks to the board of Aldermen, because it's also a service job, and I appreciate it. It's been, being mayor's been a lot easier with the kind of board that I've had for 30 years. It's been great to work. All right, unfinished business. Number one, bill number 23-30, sponsored by Aldermen Allen and Francisco. Without objection, to the city clerk to read the bill for the second time.
Bill number 2320 is an ordinance authorizing the city administrator to execute a notice to proceed agreement with Music Construction for construction-related services associated with the Military and First Responders Tribute Project.
Alderman Allen.
Thank you, Mayor. I move to continue bill number 2320 indefinitely so the task force can work to secure additional funding and the potential donation of other services in conjunction with the tribute project. The matter will be brought back at a future time.
Can I get a second for that? Second. Any discussion or amendment on that? All in favor?
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Thank you. Number two, bill number 23-21, sponsored board as a whole without objection. With the city clerk read the bill for the second time.
Bill number 2321 is an ordinance accepting the bid and authorizing an agreement with Sweetens Concrete Services for the 2023 crack sealing program.
Seeking a motion and a second.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment? I would ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Francisco?
Aye.
Alderman Kinsella.
Aye.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
And Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4568.
And Bill number 23-22, sponsored by the board as a whole, without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2322 is an ordinance accepting the bid of America's Parking Remarking for the 2023 pavement striping program and authorizing an agreement for same.
Seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment? Ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Francisco. Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
And Alderman Kinsella.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4569.
Next bill number 23-23, board as a whole, without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the second time?
Bill number 2323 is an ordinance accepting the bid and authorizing an agreement with MB West Contracting for the 2023 asphalt pavement program.
Seek a motion, second.
So moved.
Thank you. Any discussion or amendment? Ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Francisco.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Kinsella. Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
Alderman Weezahan.
Aye.
And Alderman Allen.
Aye.
The bill passes unanimously and becomes ordinance number 4570.
Moving on to new business, bill number 23-24. Seeking sponsors for the bill, hopefully Alderman Francisco and Kinsella. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2324 is an ordinance approving an amended final site development plan for the Spine and Orthopedic Surgery Center of St. Louis, located at 1130 Town and Country Commons Drive, with conditions to be complied with and authorizing certification of the amended final site development plan.
Thank you. Bill number 23-24 is continued to the meeting of Monday, May 22nd, 2023, for the second reading and consideration. Next, architectural review, Spine and Orthopedic Surgery Center of St. Louis, 1130 Town and Country Commons Drive. I seek a motion and second to continue to May 22nd.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion or amendment? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Passes unanimously. Thank you. Next, bill number 23-25, seeking sponsors for the bill, perhaps Alderman Hughes and Short. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2325 is an ordinance approving a boundary adjustment plat for 2212 and 2238 Mueller Lane in the city of Town and Country, and authorizing the boundary adjustment plat to be recorded in the office of the Recorder of Deeds of St. Louis County.
Bill number 2325 is continued to the meeting of Monday, May 22nd, 2023, for the second reading and consideration. Next, bill number 2326, sponsored, I believe, by Alderman Even and Weezahan. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2326 is an ordinance approving a natural resource protection limits adjustment plat for permanent open space modifications and amending lot number 1 of Bellcrest Estate subdivision in the city of Town and Country, and authorizing the amended plat to be recorded in the office of the Recorder of Deeds of St. Louis County.
Bill number 23-26 is continued to the meeting of Monday, May 22nd, 2023, for the second reading and consideration. Next, bill number 23-27, sponsored by the board as a whole. Without objection, will the city clerk read the bill for the first time?
Bill number 2327 is an ordinance authorizing the city of Town and Country to enter into a contract with St. Louis County, Missouri for vector control services and directing the city administrator to execute said contract.
Bill number 23-27 is continued to the meeting of Monday, May 22nd, 2023, for the second reading and consideration. The warrant list is in the amount of $150,524.94. I seek a motion and second to approve.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion or amendment, Alderman Allen?
Thank you, Mayor. I talked to Mr. Shelton this afternoon on the first page, under Burns and McDonald, and this is about the engineering design services for Mason Valley. My question was how this falls under, or if it falls underneath our new ordinances that have been passed this last few months. Would Mason Valley contribute? How this fits in the ongoing plan? I thought this would be a great opportunity to clarify some of our recent actions for.
Perfect. Good question, Mr. Shelton.
Yeah, so the contract with Burns and McDonald for the Mason Valley Stormwater Project was actually approved by the board in January of 2020. So the new policies went into effect effective 2023 with this new budget year. So it was already in play and design. Some funds were reappropriated to fund this project, this design work.
Could you summarize the new policies briefly?
I couldn't summarize the policies briefly, but the recommendation out of Public Works was to focus on projects that involved more participation on behalf of those properties who were involved in the project, and also turning over more of the landscape and ongoing maintenance. That's correct.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? Alderman Louisiana.
Thank you, Mayor. I just had a quick question. Maybe for Ms. Nixon, just about the band for the concert. It just seemed a little high on the cost. Is there a difference in compared to other bands that we had, or is it?
I could send you a summary of all of the bands that are booked if you'd like.
Yeah, I mean, I just looked at some of the past bands that we had. And
Yes, so last year they were slightly lower. We didn't know if we would have to cover the cost of the food trucks or not, and we did not have to cover them last year. So we were able to spend a little bit more on bands.
okay. Thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? I have no other business to bring up at this point. I seek a motion and a second to close the meeting pursuant to section 610-021 and 12. The Iowa statute of the state of Missouri discuss legal actions, contract negotiations, and attorney-client privilege communications. Any discussion?
Can I get a first and second on that, please?
So
Thank you.
Any discussion or amendment? We'd ask the city clerk for a roll call vote.
Alderman Even.
Aye.
Alderman Allen.
Aye.
Alderman Francisco.
Aye.
Alderman Hughes.
Aye.
Alderman Perot.
Aye.
Alderman Wiesenhand.
Aye.
Alderman Schwer.
Aye.
And Alderman Kinsella. It carries unanimously, and I'll note for the record, the board will not return to open meeting. We're adjourned.
Thank you.